Hey there everyone, WTOL 11 meteorologist Kaylee Bowers here. We also have meteorologist Davis Wells standing by as well too. We do have a weather impact alert day for today and also into those nighttime hours as we are tracking the potential for some strong severe storms on the way. So we're bringing you exclusive coverage right now on WTOL 11 Plus right now for free. We're live on the air at 11:15. And if you missed this one, if you're watching this later on in the day on YouTube, we're going to be live again at 2 p.m. and 6:35 p.m. on WTOL 11 Plus and also on YouTube. So of course we have team coverage all throughout the day, both on air and online. Again, WTOL 11 Plus is free. So let's get right to your weather impact alert day, what to expect with these strong severe storms. So here's the thing. It's going to be later on into the afternoon, into those evening hours. After 7 p.m., that's when you need to be weather aware. The biggest threat, strong winds. We could see wind gusts around 40, 50, possibly even 60 miles per hour. So it's going to be breezy. In fact, we're getting reports out of Iowa right now where we're seeing wind gusts around 80 to 100 miles per hour. In fact, looking at this right now, I believe this is our Max 3 system, but still I want to show you this because this is really interesting because this is from the Storm Prediction Center outlook. We're watching that level 2, level 3, and level 4 risk across the area. If possible, if we can go back to Max 2, that would be fantastic. If not, no big deal. But I do want to show you, again, that outlook. We'll have more on that coming up in just a little bit. But that's a little bit of a preview as who could be seeing these strong storms and winds. So like you just saw, we are outlooked for some strong storms at that level 2 and level 3 risk. So heavy rain, 1 to 3 inches of rain is possible. So that's a lot of rain all at once. So we could see some major flooding. So with that heavy rain, those strong winds, that tornado threat is low. However, it is not at zero. You can see that chance for a tornado is still certainly there. But our biggest threats, again, those strong winds, heavy rain. As far as timing goes, we will start to see those afternoon showers between about 2 and 4 o'clock. It'll increase more widespread heavy rain after 7 p.m. this evening. So that's why we do have that weather impact alert in place for tonight. So those strong winds, heavy rain. But what do you need to know? You're already doing the right thing. You're watching us on WTOL 11 Plus, also on YouTube, and we'll have more coverage throughout the entire day on WTOL 11 and also online. So you have that 24/7 live radar that can keep you updated throughout the entire day. If we're not on, you can check that out as well too. I do have a favor to ask of you though. Have your devices fully charged. Have that ringer turned on in case any watches or warnings happen to be issued. You're the first to know when you get that little like an annoying ding on your phone. That's exactly what it is, so you know what's going on weather-wise. Of course, we will keep you updated. This is the outlook I was talking about, that level 1, 2, 3, and 4 risk, that bullseye in parts of Illinois and Indiana, no matter where you are. Here in Ohio, all the way out in parts of Iowa, down into parts of Kansas, everyone has that potential for severe weather. But yeah, there's that bullseye. If you have any loved ones in Lafayette, Indiana, Indianapolis, Champaign, Illinois, Peoria, Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, they have that highest chance for some strong storms. But for us here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, that level 2 and level 3 risk. So the further west you are, you do have that higher chance for some more stronger storms. But again, from Bryan towards Tiffin, over towards the islands, everyone has that chance for some severe weather. So let's look at this hour by hour because you're heading out the door this morning, afternoon, you are A-OK. Just that increase in clouds, eventually we'll start to see some of those light rain showers develop between about 2 and 4 p.m. Here's 4 o'clock. Some more light to moderate rain, especially down towards the Putnam County area. Fast forward later on. Here's 6 p.m. That evening commute, ball games, practices. Maybe you're having dinner plans. Everything's going to be inside tonight, if not canceled, because this is 6 o'clock and everyone is lit up with some very heavy rain showers. This continues on 9 p.m. Our western county is pretty much done with that severe threat, at least as of now. But looking off to our eastern counties, still lit up. I mean, look at this. From the islands to Canada to parts of Michigan, all the way down towards Lima, Allen County, down towards Dayton, seeing some of these very heavy rain showers. But then later on until those nighttime hours, pretty much done by 11 p.m. midnight, at least as of now. Of course, models can change because this is still several hours out, but heading out the door early Thursday morning, we're done with that severe threat. So I'm going to take a little break here for a moment. I want to bring in meteorologist Davis Wells. Davis, we've been tracking some very strong storms across, not just here in Northwest Ohio, Ohio and southeast Michigan, but also into parts of Iowa, Illinois, where we saw some severe thunderstorm watches earlier this morning.
Yeah, we're already seeing this line of storms form out to our west. Right now, it's over a good chunk of Illinois, and we've got a number of alerts along this leading edge here. I do want to highlight, though, notice Kaylee was talking about this, the storm risk in general does stay well off to our west. That's the best chance where they've got some better ingredients to get some of those storms together, and could lead to some damaging winds. They're talking gusts up to 80, maybe even 100 miles an hour in some spots, but you've also got the torrential downpours as well that will be moving on through. Take a look at just some of these storm reports that have come in. You can see that extending line from Peoria all the way back through Davenport, Cedar Rapids, and further into near Des Moines. So still a very powerful system already early. This is still to come for later on today, but we have been closely monitoring the number of watches that have been out. And right now we have a severe thunderstorm watch that covers a portion of Iowa, portions of Illinois, and then a tornado watch for points central Illinois. A little bit better chance for some of those ingredients to come together for rotating storms, even a few stronger tornadoes. Now you notice off to the east, we don't have anything in effect right now for Indiana or for Ohio. However, I would anticipate that to change over the next several hours. We're looking at a lot of things behind the scenes to get an idea as to what we can expect for later on this evening. And we'll certainly start to see winds increase. But one other helpful resource that we have, as Kaylee mentioned earlier, we've got storm chaser Brandon Kopic. He is out in the field actually chasing these storms to get a really good idea as to what's happening down on the surface. Incredible view here. He's just got cameras all over his car. And if you may remember, just late last night, there was that tornado warning that was issued for Williams County. He was on that storm, and we were able to get ground truth as to what was happening. Only funnel clouds were reported with that. No official word of anything touched down. But still, you see the value in having these storm chasers, especially Toledo native Brandon Kopic, just to get an idea as to what is evolving inside some of these storms. Radar shoots over the heights of the storms, but there's a lot that happens between that radar beam and down to the surface. So very, very helpful to have this here. Again, I do want to point out, we have seen a slight shift in the timing for storms later on. It has trended a little bit earlier. The key ingredient, though, that we're going to be monitoring over the next several hours is where that warm front is able to lift to. And if it doesn't make it over the most of northwest Ohio, we may not notice necessarily strong to severe storms. But because the system that is going to be overhead, very strong low pressure system, a bit uncommon for this time of year, will lead to what we refer to as pressure gradient winds, which would be the winds that take place outside of thunderstorms, not necessarily nearby. But they can turn even stronger, especially as you get some of those heavier downpours, bringing some of those stronger winds down to the surface. So we're going to keep a close eye on this. We've got entire team coverage here for today. We do have your feed pulled up right now too on YouTube. People commenting, mentioning, hey, yeah, we're going to make sure we have our safe place ready to go. Even a few shout outs there for Brandon Kopic. We know what he is doing out in the field to be able to provide us an idea to inform you at home. So this is, again, later on this afternoon and this evening, we'll start to notice those clouds increasing. We started with a little bit of sunshine, but it's not going to be like one of those days where, it's super warm. You've got a ton of humidity. It's a bit unique of a system kind of ushering in some of that cooler air for northwest Ohio and southeast Michigan. But where that warm front is able to lift to, if that's able to make its way further into northwest Ohio, there's a good chance we aren't going to be dealing with just damaging winds. We could be dealing with an isolated tornado threat, and we're for sure going to be dealing with those torrential downpours. But this is, again, just one last look at what we are expecting, or what we're seeing at least right now. We've got that moderate risk for a few stronger storms. That's going to be over really central Illinois back through central, west central Indiana. An enhanced risk, a level 3 out of 5. That's going to extend into northwest Ohio, we'll say from I-75 points off to the west. And then they're still carrying that slight risk for points from east of I-75 out towards Cleveland and the I-71 corridor as well. So a lot to take in. I know that, weather pattern has been very busy over the last couple of weeks, but not to worry. That's what we're here for. We have entire team coverage for today. We're going to be closely monitoring, and we've got multiple streams that we'll be closely watching, digging into some of the details that we can't necessarily cover on air, but it's a great resource to have. We've got a number of ways to stay connected. Of course, you can download the WTOL 11 weather app. It's a free download in your mobile app store. We've got WTOL 11 Plus that is available through your smart TV, and as well as our YouTube channel as well. It's a great way to post comments and kind of interact with us, what you are seeing. And it's going to be crucial too to make sure that we have storm reports throughout the day. So if there's anything that you are seeing where you live or wherever you happen to be out today, if you're able to safely take a photo or video, please feel free to share that with us. Just be sure to include your time and location as well. That is going to help us kind of piece together what we're seeing on radar compared to what you were seeing down at the ground. So team coverage is going to continue for today. I'll send it back over to meteorologist Kaylee Bowers. Kaylee, just kind of brief overview. What can we expect heading into the rest of tonight?
Yeah, Davis, thanks so much. And you made a good point right there. That WTOL 11 weather app, please send in your photos and videos safely. Your safety is more important than anything else. That's why we do what we do. We want to keep you safe and keep you informed. So that's why we're live right now on WTOL 11 Plus and also on YouTube. Like Davis mentioned, we are watching your comments. Hello to everyone watching. Big thank you to Brandon once again for, doing what he does as well too, staying safe and keeping everyone informed. So if you are just tuning in, we do have that weather impact alert day in place for tonight and also into this afternoon as we are tracking the potential for some strong severe storms. Timing of this for the heaviest part will be around 7 p.m. But even before that, we will be seeing some more of those showers and thunderstorms start to fire on up. So our biggest impacts across the area will be strong winds. We could see those wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, maybe even greater. So another favor to ask of you, I know I'm giving you guys a lot of homework. Bring in those loose outdoor objects or secure them outside so that way they're not rolling down the street, they're not in your neighbor's yard, they're not hitting someone's vehicle, someone else's window. We just want everyone to stay safe and secure. But along with the strong winds, seeing some very heavy rain as well too. We could see rain by tomorrow morning, 1, 2, possibly 3 inches of rain. So major flooding is possible heading out the door for tomorrow morning. Now, I know you're probably looking at this tornado icon. The chance for a tornado is there. However, it's very low. Again, our biggest threat will be these strong straight line winds and also that heavy rain. So as far as these wind gusts go, these are just the winds. We could see some isolated areas where the winds continue to pick up. You can see around 8 p.m. anywhere between about 20 to 40 mile per hour gusts. This continues on into those nighttime hours, and it's going to stay pretty steady throughout those overnight hours into early Thursday morning. So we're going to continue to see some strong winds, even though we're going to be done with the rain for tomorrow, or I should say we'll be done with those strong storms. So as far as those rain chances go, here's 8 o'clock tomorrow night. 1 to 3 inches of rain. I'm looking at you, Defiance, Ottawa, Napoleon, Findlay, Hillsdale. The further west you are, those that are outlooked in that level 3 enhanced risk have that higher chance again for some stronger storms and heavy rain. But still looking out to our east, Port Clinton, Fremont, Tiffin, anywhere between about 1.5 to 1 3/4 inch of rain is possible. So a lot of rain. We could definitely be seeing some flooding for sure. Think of those sump pumps. Check your basements. Just make sure everyone is staying safe and not dealing with all of this flooding. So as far as that hail chance goes, it's low, but like Davis mentioned, we're seeing some very strong storms out west where they're getting reports of hail 2.5 inches in diameter. Look at that. That's the size of a tennis ball. So tennis ball size hail is possible for those out west. Again, outlooked in that level 4 moderate risk, that bright red you saw. Yeah, they're seeing a lot of hail. Our hail chances are very low. If anything, we may see some pea-sized hail, but even then, I think that's pretty rare. Not against 0, But again, we have that small chance for a little bit of some hail. But again, those strong winds and also that heavy rain. I want to fast forward from the hail and just show you one more time. We'll let you get back because we have to get ready for our new newscast as far as what to expect with the hour-by-hour forecast. Again, early afternoon as of now, looks to be fairly dry. We're tracking some more of those scattered showers continuing to pick up, more widespread showers and thunderstorms by 4 p.m. The evening commute, any plans you have for tonight, most likely will be rained out. It's just the perfect time to stay inside and also just nowhere to go in case any active watches or warnings happen to be issued. I mean, look at this. This is staying active around sunset, but then after about midnight, pretty much done with that severe threat. And then by tomorrow morning, we're seeing that mixture of clear skies and clouds. May see a little bit of some rain, but otherwise things are looking dry heading on into most of your Thursday. So we again are tracking that weather impact alert day heading on into this evening, into those nighttime hours. Strong winds, 60-mile-per-hour gusts are possible. Also, some flooding is possible as well too. Meteorologist Davis Wells, let's bring you back in here real fast. Anything else you want to add before we let folks go for the rest of the day?
The only thing that I'm seeing too, that I know we were talking about how much rain we are expecting to see with these storms right now that are just further west of that main line, there's flash flood warnings in effect, and that's telling us we've seen a lot of rainfall in a very short amount of time. So this will be, again, moving in our general direction with that those heavy downpours as well, and still a number of reports even from damaging winds out there as well, even hail reports, as Kaylee was mentioned, size up to tennis ball. Now, I don't think we're going to see as much of a hail threat. I think, again, the greatest threats are going to be those heavy downpours, damaging wind gusts, and even some areas of localized flooding. But as we mentioned earlier, we've got multiple streams coming up for today. We're going to have a stream coming up at 2 p.m. and we'll also have another one coming up at 6:35 p.m. this evening. That'll be on WTOL 11 Plus and our YouTube channels as well. We're going to continue to keep you up to date also through our WTOL 11 weather app. For our team coverage for this day, we're going to continue to keep a very close eye on things. But for meteorologist Kaylee Bowers and myself, thanks for tuning in. We'll be in touch soon.